What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Now today we have some interesting information, of course, which is coming from the One Piece Treasure Cruise Twitter account. Unfortunately, didn't get, around to making this video as soon as the news dropped, but yeah, this is pretty straightforward information that we all pretty much assumed at this point, because we have the Halloween legends of Mihawk and Law coming very, very soon. Definitely look forward to that. That's going to be really good. But yeah, from that point, we pretty much expected, the Halloween stuff is coming, so that would mean that Luffy Sanji is going to be next. And lo and behold, that's exactly what's going to happen here. So here we can see on their Twitter account, they did give us a little bit of a tease. Now this is the exact same tease that they had on JP. What this is the essential tease of all of the 3 new legends that are coming for the anniversary of One Piece Treasure Cruise. We've got Luffy and Sanji, as we have the Straw Hat and then the number 3 on the clock. Then we've also got the bar graph, which is for each of the Germa characters, of course. And then we have just a cheese hole effect for the Sweet Commander's artwork, which is definitely really lazy. What I would have preferred them to do is if they had like an artwork, like like a stock image for like crackers, a piece of mochi or a donut or something, and then like a smoothie or something. It would have been cool if they did something like that. But anyways, it's fine. Doesn't matter. We know what characters are coming now. They tweeted earlier today, here we go. Not long now, we're about 1 month away from the 6th anniversary of the English version of the game. 6th anniversary of the English version of the game. For our upcoming 6th anniversary, returning to the Whole Cake Island, featuring the much anticipated Luffy and Sanji. Hashtag Trek Cruise 6th. Yes, so 100% they're coming now, which is interesting, because a lot of people are asking the questions now, is it worth to even summon on this banner? Because if you've got access to characters such as Roger and Odin, do you need Luffy and Sanji? Well, in this video, we can briefly go over them. I don't want to go over everything about them completely just yet, because, we've still got a batch of characters that are about to release on Global, right? We've still got all the Halloween stuff coming. Even the co-op Kizuna class should be coming soon as well with Shanks. But weirdly enough, they're already going ahead and teasing the anniversary. And according to the schedule of dates right now, yeah, the anniversary pretty much is just under a month away. I think someone said it should be around the 24th. I don't know the exact number or the exact day it's coming, but basically the final week of February will be the anniversary Sugo Fest. Like, you can mark that down. The final week of February will be the anniversary Sugo Fest, which is going to be massive. I'm really looking forward to it, but we'll have to wait and see, right? So let's talk about these new characters. Are they worth going in for? For those of you who have no idea what these characters are, this is going to be a lot of information for you. But for those who already know what Luffy and Sanji do, who know what Germa do, who know what the Sweet Commanders do, I guess, you're up to that situation now. Should you decide to pull on this banner or not? Now, the thing is even past this, we have like amazing characters to really look forward to. The Halloween Legends are coming first. Shanks, by the way, should be coming. If he doesn't come out during February, then he's definitely going to be coming out in March. Then we've got Kaido versus Big Mom, right, which is the big one, because a lot of people are saving for Kaido versus Big Mom. Then you've got the V2 dual legends in Vivi Rebecca, Shirahoshi Mancherry, Kozuki Odin and Roger we already have, of course. Sanji Pudding, which is an interesting one as well. For those of you who don't know how that works, Sanji and Pudding are a legend character, but it is an extremely limited version of a legend, because you can only summon for these characters on Kizuna Clash Sugo Fests. I don't know why they do it that way, and I really wonder if that's going to be a common thing moving forward. But yes, you can only summon Luffy and Sanji and Pudding, on a Kizuna Clash Sugo Fest. It's really, really strange. And then obviously we've got the brand new Zoro and Kaido, who actually just released today as of me recording this video. So I saw a lot of people tweeting about it. So that's cool, right? There's a lot of really cool legends on the horizon, and when you really look at it, we're not that far behind in terms of legend releases. Comparing Global and JP, right? Luffy Sanji's the anniversary, which is at the end of next month. Then we've got the Halloween stuff, which is basically coming now. And then we've got Kaido, Big Mom, Vivi, Rebecca, Shirahoshi Mancherry, which is one batch. And then we've got Luffy, I keep saying Luffy, but Sanji and Pudding will be coming at some point. And then we've also got Zoro and Kaido. So we're not that far behind when you really think about it. I have no idea when Japan is ever getting Kung Fu Luffy. I don't know. That's strange. Anyways, let's talk about the new characters coming out, Luffy and Sanji. So Luffy and Sanji are a dual unit, and to a lot of people's opinions, they are like the best legend in the game. I definitely don't disagree with that in terms of them being one of the best. I don't know if they are definitively the best. I talked about it, before in a couple of other videos. I've talked about it on my stream before, but if you think Luffy Sanji's the best, I wouldn't disagree. If you think Roger's the best, I wouldn't disagree. If you think Kaido Big Mom's the best, I can't disagree with you, because all three of those characters are like the best legends in the game, and I don't know which one is definitively number one, but all three of those characters are insane. So like, if you have one of those three, do you really need the other ones? I mean, that's up to you at the end of the day. I think a lot of people are still going to go for them. I mean, Luffy Sanji, without a doubt, one of the best characters in the game. Fighter free spirit, fighter free spirit, fighter free spirit, all good. They don't change classes along the way, which is actually really, really useful. Their strength and Sai, Luffy's strength, Sanji Sai, pretty typical stuff. Now, their dual captain effect is interesting because to get the most out of this character, you need to make sure that your HP is above full. And because this character has an inbuilt mechanic where you can get overheal. So you will actually be able to fill up your HP bar past the 100% threshold. You can fill up your HP bar up to 200%. And it means that if you're between 100% and 200%, you get a rainbow 5 times captain. Otherwise, it's a 4.5. You get a 20% health boost. You recover 1000 HP at the end of each turn. So remember, the dual captain effect only lasts for 3 turns. Otherwise, you've got the much lower multipliers right there. And then their special ability is fantastic as well. You get a full board orb change into recovery, and then you get the heal as well, the 50 times their recovery and healing. Now, their special ability as well allows them to overheal past max HP threshold, which means that you don't have to use them as a captain to get your maximum 200% health or whatever. You can actually use them as a sub to get overheal HP as well, which is really useful. And then if you're above 99% when you launch the special, you get a rainbow 2.5 attack boost. Otherwise, it's a 2 times attack boost. Now, this part of this special, I'm actually not the biggest fan of because it is based on how much HP you have when you launch the special. Now, yes, it does recover the HP. Now, according to database here, it does look like it does recover first, and then it will say, if you're above 99%, you get the big attack boost. If not, you get the lower attack boost. It's just, in my opinion, I'm not a big fan of this. I just wish it was a flat 2.5 attack boost or 2.25 if they didn't want to have a condition. I mean, we've got Roger now, who can easily reach a 3 times captain effect, and Roger can easily reach his 5 times captain, and Roger is always 4.5, by the way, whereas this character has really low multipliers all the time. Roger has a high HP. I think I'm pretty sure Roger's a 30% boost. Am I correct on that one? I'm pretty sure Roger's 1.3. I just want to double check this. He is 1.3, and Roger also completely resists despair, right? Obviously just comparing this. Who compared the pair, as they say. And then obviously this character has the overheal mechanic, which is the gimmick of this character. Remember, this is a dual unit though. They have a really good swap effect. Reduces bind, despair, paralysis all by 1 turn. That is so good. Makes recovery orbs beneficial for 1 turn, and then changes their own orb into recovery. So that is also one thing that I don't like as well, is that you have to use their switch effect in order to make recovery slots beneficial. So even if you use their special to give you the full board of recovery, their captain effect doesn't even make recovery beneficial. I don't know why. This part of the switch effect should have just been in their captain effect. I really don't understand why that's the case. But in a lot of cases, there are characters that just treat recovery as beneficial anyway. I just think this is really, really bizarre. 13 turns with expansion, so you definitely want to expand their limit break if you do end up pulling them. Do they? Obviously, they're a dual unit, so they don't have a support effect, of course. And then they've got their PvP effects. They're actually really good in PvP, by the way. They do a lot of damage to 2 enemies, and they got buffs for themselves as well. So amazing characters, right? So that's Luffy Sanji. Luffy Sanji are one of the best legends in the game. Now you've got Germa Double Six. Now this is where things get a little bit different because Germa Double Six is such a unique character, and honestly, this is probably my favorite character that's coming out in this anniversary period, and the reason why is because this character is a Sai super type character. Now, because we have access to Goldie Roger, we have access to V3 Boa Hancock, we've got access to V3 Law. Like, there's amazing Sai characters in the game right now. I mean, even though this character is powerhouse driven, yes, it doesn't work with V3 Law at all, but there's just so many good Sai characters in the game. Sai is one of the best colors in the game. Their captain effect is a 4 times boost, 3.75 to all other types, so you can still swap and change and use different units. Makes tandem orbs beneficial to everyone. If you have a Sai character that has a Sai orb or a tandem orb, you get a 5 times boost instead. And if this character becomes the captain in the middle of an adventure, you get super effective against all types. while they are in the switched position. So that's one of the big gimmicks of this unit, is their special ability actually switches them into the captain spot for 2 turns. So by using their special, you get a full board of tandem slots. It doesn't go through block orbs though, so that's something to note. But obviously we have Goldie Roger, we have V3 Boa Hancock. There are characters that can give you those slots. You don't need to worry about it. And look, even as it says here, you need a Psi Orb or a Tandem Orb. So even though their special gives you Tandem Orbs, you can still go ahead and use Boa Super Type on top of that to give you the full board of Psi Orbs, have a 2.5 attack boost, and then also you've got this character, you get a 2.25 Orb boost for Psi characters for 2 turns. So you can go ahead and use Goldie Roger to extend their Orb boost for 3 turns, move into the next room, and that Orb boost cannot be removed because you've got Goldie Roger that will resist the enemy's remove beneficial effects. So this is one of my favorite characters, just period, honestly, because there's so much synergy with so many characters that are out right now. Being able to get the Orb boost that can stack over multiple stages that can't be removed, so strong. And then when they become that captain, as we said, super effective against all types. So you've got like a 5 times captain, where is it? A 5 times captain, if you got a friend captain Roger, also like a 5 times captain, and you're super effective against all types. Like this is a better version of Bullet. Obviously Bullet has that special that will do lots of wave clearing, but you know, normal attacks only is a thing. Super effective against all types. Like, I just have to keep reiterating that. It is so crazy how good that is. And then you've got their super type on top of that, which does require a very specific unit on your team. So this is the only downside. You know, Sanji, and Luffy's not bad, but Sanji, okay, Nami, oh, there's lots of good Namis in the game. And then you got Chopper, Brook, Jinbei, Carrot. So it's a little bit restrictive in terms of the super type special, but if you're able to use it, boost the chain multiplier by 1.25 and lock all orbs for 1 turn. Now this thing, the boost chain multiplier effect is actually the same type of effect that their Sanji Judge switch effect has, right? So that can stack with other chain boosts. So you can use like V3 Law, for example, for his base chain thing. This stacks on top of that. You can use another chain booster on top of that. So your chain multiplier is going to the moon, and you have your orbs locked for 1 turn. So even if you're not using Goldie Roger, for example, you can still like change all your orbs, lock them, and even if you're using Boa Super Tight Special as well, like you can run double Boa with Germa Double Six sub, and like there's really cool things. Honestly, if you've got all of those like really powerful Psi units, this unit just makes them even better than what they already are. Oh my god, I love this unit so much. What's the support effect? I actually don't remember. Where is it? Only attaches to Sanji. Okay, once per adventure, when an enemy inflicts you with an orb randomization or orb manipulation, changes all orbs into tandem and makes Psi recovery tandem orbs beneficial to all characters for 1 turn. What? That's crazy. Oh man, that's insane. All orbs into tandem to all characters and then makes them beneficial. Wow. Okay, so if you attach it to Sanji, anytime the enemy changes your orbs, you just get a full board of matching orbs to replace it. Obviously, it doesn't get rid of block orbs, but if the enemy just like randomizes your orbs or gives you like bad orbs or something, this just generates you a full board of orbs for free. That's bonkers good. And then in Pirate Rumble, what do? Defense buff, HP buff to Psi, wow. Level 2 defense debuff to Int, wow, okay. And their special 30 CT, ooh, okay, 2500 fixed damage. That's a lot of fixed damage to 3 enemies. And then you paralyze 2 int characters for 16 seconds. That's actually pretty good. I like it. This unit's actually not too bad in Pirate Rumble. Like, as I said, this is probably my favorite unit out of the batch, honestly. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of dual units. That's just me. That's my bias. But obviously, you can't discount what Luffy and Sanji are doing. Germa Double Six, I love them to bits. But then we got this last character we need to talk about, which is the Sweet 3 Commanders, which, in a lot of people's opinion, is the weakest of the 3 and the less hype character of the 3. But let's go ahead and break them down. They are also a super type character, Powerhouse Slasher. Captain effect is a 4 times strength boost. All other characters still get 3.75. HP by 1.3, reduces despair by 10 turns. Like, everything here is very similar to, like, Goldie Roger. Like, this is like a Goldie Roger, but except Roger completely gets rid of despair. But either way, 10 turn despair removal is good enough in like 99% of cases. And then if you defeated an enemy in the previous turn, it's a 5 times boost instead. So a lot of the time, you're going to just be a flat 5 times boosting captain. That's great. You know, 5 times boost, 1.3 HP, 10 turn despair removal, and you can still use other characters too, which is great. And then they completely resist special bind on themselves too. That's pretty nice. Now, their special on a 13 turn cooldown adds a 1.1 chain multiplier boost, a 2 times attack boost, and a 2 times color affinity boost. Now, the attack boost and color affinity is obviously only for strength, so just off the cuff, this is basically a better special than Super Type Sabo, but Super Type Sabo has the effect of obviously having color affinity for multiple turns, and on that second turn, he has that really cool chain boosting effect, but this special is just like, when you activate it on turn 1, this is a better special than Sabo in almost every way. It just is. So having this character is basically making Sabo useless, in my opinion. It's just, Sabo just doesn't seem like a very useful character at this point when you have someone like this. This unit's awesome. And remember, this character would work very, very well with Kozuki Oden, because Kozuki Oden is a strength unit, and Kozuki Oden gives you an orb boost to strength units, a 2.5 orb boost. So with Oden and this character just by themselves, you have 1.1 chain, 2 times attack, 2 times color affinity, and you got Oden for a 2.5 orb boost, and obviously the Wano slots. Yeah, so if you got Kozuki Oden and you want to build a really good strength team, then this character is going to be your guy. They're very, very good. Now, they also have a super type special. You do need one of those very, very specific units. 100 times their attack is dealt as damage to all enemies that ignores all damage negating abilities and barriers, right? So it's AoE damage to all enemies, bypasses everything, and then reduces the special cooldown of strength characters for 1 turn. That's it. This is the reason why this character is not used that much. I actually wouldn't mind this effect if their captain effect, reduced the cooldowns of strength characters by like, 1 or 2 turns. That would have actually been really, really hype. But the fact that they don't reduce cooldowns, but then they reduce cooldowns with their super type, and then they just do damage. Like this super type special doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. What I would have preferred is if like this changed, like strength characters get strength orbs. If they did that, this unit would be so much better than what it is, because then it would legit be perfect for Kozuki Oden, right? I even said this, in previous streams, just talking about this unit. That's one bad thing about this unit that this unit doesn't have, is orb manipulation in any way. So you still have to rely on other characters to give you your matching slots, which I don't like. Their special doesn't do damage either, so you can't even attach the V1 Akainu to give you the full board of strength orbs either. That's also quite annoying. So that, Kozuki Oden kind of has the same problem, where he still needs to rely on other characters to give you matching slots to transform them into Wano. It is really annoying that they do that. So, very, very minor change. This super type special just needs to change. Like, it needs to be overhauled, and if they were to overhaul it, this unit would be a lot better than what it currently is. However, saying that though, there are other reasons why this unit is really powerful. A support effect that attaches to Linlin or Perispero, and then once per adventure, when you get hit with Special Bind or Despair, you just reduce it by 2 turns. And this attaches to Linlin or Perispero, and there are so many good Charlotte Linlins in the game, so this is a definite support effect that you're going to be using, right? This is so, so good. And then in Pirate Rumble, what do they do? Level 6 attack to strength, level 3 HP to strength. Okay, that's actually pretty good. And 28 CT for 2 times attack to all enemies in a large sideways range, okay? And then 15% CT reduction for strength. This unit's good, honestly. This unit is also good for Pirate Rumble, but the problem is like mono strength is not that good. Though this unit is a slasher. Also works very well with Kozuki Oden. I might want to add that, Kozuki Oden plus the Sweet 3 Commanders might be kind of good. Okay. Well, that's it. That's the rundown of all the new characters coming for the anniversary. I mean, obviously, when we get the data download for the Sugo Fest, I'll make a separate video talking about all the new characters that come out then. I'll talk about the legends once again. But I just wanted to bring this up, and, is it really worth pulling for the anniversary Sugo Fest? Well, we've gone through all the characters. If any of those seemed enticing to you, definitely go for that one. As I said, I think the Germa one are the most exciting for me, because I just think the side characters are so awesome right now, especially with Goldie Roger adding into the mix. Already adding V3 Boa Hancock and V3 Law. Like, there's so many good side characters now, and adding Roger to that just makes it so much better. I don't like Luffy Sanji that much, but you can't deny how good they are. And then you've also got the Sweet 3 Commanders, which work phenomenally well with Kozuki Oden. But that's the rundown of all the characters. I'm really looking forward to the anniversary, and hopefully you guys are too. So obviously, any more information that drops around the anniversary, I'll be making videos about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.